Peace, love, health, and well vibe, tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. I am your host, K Pizzle, and this is your daily. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. This is your daily collective reading. Um, of course, we got three beautiful cards here. So, without further ado, let's get started. Right. Oh, I forgot. If you want to book a consultation, a follow, a free private reading, whatever you would like, you already know what to do. Nightbot, thank you. Also, check the description box. All right, everything you need. The channel was right there in the description box. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for letting the commercials play and everything. Thank y'all. All right, so let's go ahead. So we got the Seven of Wands, um, Queen of Swords, and the Hangman card as the collective reading for today. Okay. Um, the Seven of Wands represents the element of fire. In short, it represents spiritual challenges, perseverance, pushing through, resistance. The Queen represents the air element, and of course, it's a court card, and it represents mental clarity, communication, and detachment with compassion. Very key for this reading, right? And then lastly, we have the Hangman, which, when you reduce it down to the number three, represents water, right? It represents surrender and divine timing combined with the energy of the three, which is about creativity and mind, body, spirit unity. All right. So the queen, no, I'm sorry, not the queen. We're not starting off with the queen. I'm sorry. So today feels like a test of sorts, right? Of inner resolve and spiritual perception. The Seven of Wands tells us we're standing our ground, not out of ego, of course, but it's because we've come too far to let external pressures knock us off of our path, okay? Whether it's someone challenging our choices, our values, or even trying to silence us, we're being called to defend what we know to be true in our hearts, okay? So I always call this card the Seven of Wands. You defend your desires with your desires. And the reason why I say that is because when you're looking at the wands, right, each wand represents a desire. And so the person in the card is taking a defensive position, of course. And with that defensive position, he's using his wand, which is his desire, right? Whatever the goal is, to say, I might not have everything figured out because I'm in the seven, not the 10, not the king, but the finish, right? And I'm going to see this through. It doesn't matter if this is a good idea. This is my life, right? So next, we got the Queen of Swords. She represents a very good balance between masculine and feminine, which is the Queen is the ultimate feminine, right? But also the sword is masculine, right? So she's sharp intellect and deep love, intuition, etc., right? Her role is to sharpen our mind and slice through illusions, right? She's the truth seer, right? Because of her brain heart coherence, she's the truth seer. So understand that we're not here for games, right? This reading is saying that we got to take things very serious. This is about clarity, boundaries, and emotional maturity. And I don't think none of us can afford to play with any of those subjects, right? Right now, we could be seeing through the noise and the clutter and choose discernment over drama. Uh, the Queen of Swords is asking us to speak and act from wisdom, not woundedness. All right, not woundedness. Finally, the Hangman is here reminding us that the real breakthrough comes from um, releasing control and surrendering. And the biggest thing is that it's about knowledge, wisdom again. If you notice, most, if not all, of the hangman cards, you will see illumination around it. And the inversion is representing, again, taking energy from other places, right? Like the heart or the solar plexus or the sacral chakra, and getting it to your head, to your crown, right? So, in this case, you will be surrendering to a higher perspective. That's why the card is flipped upside down, okay? So, whatever is being asked right now, the time is to, right now, the answer is to fight harder, right? Wait, um, smarter is always important, but fighting hard right now, digging deep from within is the best way I can put this, what these cards is telling me right now. Um, but this card, it kind of brings a pause at the end of the reading, which opens the door for opportunity to realign, recalibrate, and to see things from angles that we possibly been resisting the whole time. Right? This is definitely a reading that's talking about slowly but surely, you know, being grounded in a particular, how can you say this, being grounded in a particular pathway. All right, so let's go ahead and close this reading out. So in closing, what I'm seeing here for the day with this card, and of course sometimes the cards could linger or maybe even take a day or two to kick in, right? But what I'm seeing here for these cards is, it's not about proving anything to anybody, but there is a call to action, right? There is something that we must do, whether it's something that we put off or something, or maybe we could be looking for something to do, a new hobby, a new business, whatever the case it may be. Um, it's not about proving anything, it's about moving into alignment with you. And however outsiders perceive that, they perceive it. But you got to make sure that mind, body, and spirit, physically, emotionally, you operating as high as you can. Um, because the seven is telling us that we gotta hold our ground. The queen is saying that we gotta speak our truth, and then the hangman is saying once we get the call, it's time to let go, right? And it's time to go all the way in. And the universe may be repositioning something behind the scenes. We just gotta step in faith, step in love, step in forward with intention. Um, to be honest, we can just hang in there because this is a marathon. It's not a race, right? Only thing we got to do is just persevere a little bit farther than when we feel like we can't persevere no more, and we will be able to see the shift unfold. All right. So with that being said, I am closing the daily collective reading, and I am going to open up the floor if anybody would like a free general, or if anybody would like to donate, or whatever y'all want to do. Y'all want to get on the list or whatever. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Sorry about the commercials, but this is a free readings channel, so try to get some change somewhere, somehow, some way, right? So, yeah, I don't know if anybody had any questions, comments, concerns about the daily collective reading, but if not, then I will be back tonight with Wednesday's reading, because today is Tuesday, right? I'm assuming today is Tuesday. I hope it is. Let's see. Yeah, no, today's already Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. 7:24. go, Jay. How long we been on live? 13 minutes. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We got free readings, free readings. Check the description box if you want to see the donation tiers. We start off. You can donate it anything you want, but a donation-based reading starts off at $2.22 USD. I'm not responsible for any exchange rates and or any transaction fees. All right. Welcome in, y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. This is the home of the free readings, but you can also donate. In the description box, you can see all of my contact information, donation information, affiliate links, and so much more. The three cards that you see here is the daily collective reading. We do not have a list or a waiting list for readings, so first come, first serve. Thank you in advance for liking and subscribing. What up? No, but that's crazy. I just thought about you too. That is crazy. I closed my eyes because I was messing with this little pimple on my forehead. And then as soon as I looked at the screen, I closed my eyes, I thought about you. As soon as I looked at the screen, I seen your picture. That is crazy. That is just thought about you. I must have thought about you when you was like clicking on a live. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy work. Mm. I just thought about you. Just thought about you. So I'm a pimple? What are you talking about? I said I closed my eyes because I was messing with the pimple on my. As soon as I closed my eyes, I thought about you. And when I opened my eyes and looked at the screen, I saw you. So, what's going on, champ? How you feeling? Mm-hmm. You ain't the only one. Well, I ain't been busy with the channels, but I'm about to get busy today. I'm doing two pre-recorded videos today after this live. I don't know if I'm going live. I don't know if I'm going live on the other channel. I supposed to started another channel and I forgot all about it. But I've been making plenty of content. I'm just gonna have to stitch it together. I'm about to flood the shorts. I got so much content. I'm about to flood the shorts. Oh my God, I'm about to flood the shorts. The YouTube. I'm about to make my way into the algorithm. I'm about to force my way into the algorithm. See, I don't know much about your algorithm because I don't watch art videos, but I'm quite sure it wouldn't be hard for you. I would say if you posted a minimum, if you posted a minimum 3, 4 videos a day for like 4 or 5 days, or like 5 days out of a 7 day stretch, you're anybody who touch anything in the algorithm gonna be forced to see your videos because you're gonna have too much for people to ignore. The algorithm gonna be forced to recommend your videos because you got so much content. and you get traction on your content too. Well, you already know, um, you gotta produce a lot of content, because you know with some people that post daily, weekly, 12 videos a day on the reading channels. You know, there's some people that do 12 videos a day doing on the readings, and so you know it's gonna be. But that art algorithm, I would imagine that's gonna be easy to get in. Much easier to dominate that one. Then after that, it's just all about being consistent, posting at the right time and being consistent. Hmm. I'm really tired for real. What'd you eat today? Hmm. I had I had two sausage and egg sandwiches. I want some orange juice. Can't afford orange juice now. Milk, milk won't be $5 before the year out. What are they playing? You can't even afford microwave food these days at the grocery store. Shit is main dishes and noodles. You get chicken, beef, a bag of potatoes and noodles. That's all you getting these days. That motherfucking grocery store is ridiculous. I think I had bright and early before. Sound familiar? I don't know. I can't call it a tight budget because a tight budget mean that you got money to spend, but you ain't gonna spend it. Budget is, I'm going to stick to this amount. My problem is, even if I wanted to spend more than I got, I couldn't. Because I can't. Because I ain't got it. What up, y'all? Appreciate y'all coming through. Thank y'all for letting the commercials play. Thank y'all for getting me unique viewers. Thank you for letting the average view duration time go up to over a minute. I appreciate that. Oh, well, just say you broke then. Tell me tight budget. That's how rich people say they broke. And they don't know how to say they broke. She said I'm on a tight budget. Nah, that you broke, cuz. That's what that's called. That's called poverty. Right. Let's drop some hearts for everybody in the chat. Y'all know how we get down here. Love ya. Mad bone. Love ya. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all know we take our omegas before we go to bed. Y'all know we take them omegas before we go to bed. I don't even know why y'all be playing. Y'all know taking them omegas before bed reduce inflammation. Y'all know that. You wake up and your knees don't be hurting. Shit. No, a poverty mindset is I'm gonna be broke forever. That's a poverty mindset. Saying you on a tight budget, that's otherworldly talk. Where I'm from, people don't say I'm on a tight budget. They just say I can't afford that shit. No, I have did that too though. I do be saying that when I go to the store, I be like, man, I gotta stick to my budget. My budget be I gotta at least walk out of here with $5, $10 in my pocket. Yeah, I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. Hey, 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 hey. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always on a budget. Never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. Never on a budget. All right, we got a little mantra for the other channel. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be the intro. We're gonna get AI to drop a beat to that. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. That is your reading, that mantra. You ain't never on a budget cause you always abundant. All right, so I'm gonna use the Love Oracle cards to check the fields, just to see what the vibe or the sentiment is. And then I'm gonna use the other deck to see where we go. I ain't never on a budget. Cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget. Cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget. Cause I'm always abundant. On a budget. Swish, I'm balling Michael Jordan. Swish, if it ain't money calling, then it ain't important. Oh, I need a beat. Oh, I'm about to tear that up. Swish, I'm balling. Michael Jordan. Ring, 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 who calling? If it ain't money, it ain't important. You talking slow like a tortoise. I don't know. But I need a beat. Yeah. I need a beat. I like that. I like that. I'm about to get a Grammy. I ain't never on a budget. Cause I'm always abundant. Alright. So let's see. Let's tap into I like these cards because they tap into the emotional side of things. Tarot really don't. Tarot really not emotional. I don't know how tarot attracts so many emotional people because tarot is for logic. All right, so we dealing with some hopelessness. All right, that's stinking. Oh, I'm sorry, not stinking. Sinking, despair, and falling apart. Oh, it's a song. What's that song? I feel like I'm. What's up, you? I thought you was good with OnlyFans. It's starting to slow down again. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget cause I'm always abundant. You babysitting? You better not be eating all the applesauce. The last time you babysitted for me, you ate all the applesauce and the gummy bears. I didn't appreciate that. I definitely didn't appreciate that. We tipped you. We tipped you 50 cents. You could have went and bought you your own apple. I ain't never on a budget because I'm always abundant. I ain't never on a budget because I'm always abundant. So, where in your life have you been dealing with the energy of this card? Because the best course of action that I'm getting for you is the Justice card. So, this is something that you're going to have to take into your own hands. And this is something where it's almost like moving day, where you're just gonna have to get your hands dirty. Put on your gloves, put on your overalls, put on your boots, and get the stomping. No, you shouldn't be eating gummy bears. Gummy bears got life force energy in them. God force at that. Listen, you can't think like that when you're abundant. Boom! I need a somebody donate $3 so I can go get a new stand. And my thing keep falling over. I ain't never on the budget cause I'm always abundant. I ain't never on the budget cause I'm always I ain't never on. What you mean stepping on X? I know. But I'm just meditating on these cards. So my question to you is that again, where in your life have you been dealing with this card? Because we got, I mean, it seemed like we got pretty clear cut answers here, which is if hopelessness is the sentiment, right? Whether you trying to get over it, or maybe it might be coming towards you, or maybe you just being realistic about something that's been kind of falling apart over a long period of time. The Justice card is you already. I don't even got to explain to you. You done got a million readings before, so you know what this Justice card is saying. Especially when you're dealing with hopelessness, because you know the hopelessness started in the mind first, and then it manifests outside of you. So the Justice card is saying that anything beyond today, anything moving forward that's not in alignment with you, is because you're not in alignment with you. And so that means that you got to start moving things out to clear space to move things in that is in alignment, right? The only thing that's on the, when you're talking about things that you want and need in your life, you know what you put on the other side? I'm going to give you three options. I'm going to give you three options, right? You're going to have to go back and listen. Cause this I'm going somewhere with this. I'm gonna give you three options, right? You got your brain, you got your heart, and you got just those two. Or I'm gonna put C for other, and then you can fill in other. But if you're gonna put to judge whether or not you want these things in your life, what do you think should be on the other side of the Libra scale? And this is going to lead back to the collective reading, especially when we're looking at the hangman over the right shoulder. So my question to you is, you're looking to bring balance into your life. Do you use your brain? Do you use your heart? Right? Or do you use a combination of both? You know what I'm saying? What do you tend to lean towards, or what do you use to judge whether or not you want things, people, places, and things in your life? Or whether you should strive for a new people, place, or thing? Well, I think that's very interesting because when you're talking about the justice card, it represents balance, right? And so exactly what you saying about using both is exactly about gaining that balance. That's how you truly gain the balance, by balancing the left brain and right brain together. So now that we know that, right? Any lingering feelings that might pop up in the future, because just because we might not be vulnerable and weak later on, right? So from today forward, anything that deals with hopelessness, right? When you're feeling like things is falling apart, you're feeling desperate, sinking into rock bottom, now you know that you gotta yield that mighty sword, or you wield that mighty sword, or however you say it. You got to. Is internal first and external second. I need something to drink because my mouth is dry. Yeah, but my thing is that how much are you going with the flow, and how much are you dictating the flow? Because I think it's very important, and not to hammer the same point home, but it's just popping up where you was talking about building the schedule. I think that's very important because it forces you to look at everything you're doing and put it under the microscope and judge whether or not, again, you put it on a Libra scale. And so I think this is, again, hammering that point home that everything that you're working on is you in alignment with it. So I think this justice card is really your key to keep going, right? It's almost like you read in a chapter, a chapter over, it was so good you thought you sleep, but you go in for another one, and it's like maybe I'll walk downstairs and get me a snack, and I won't fall asleep on the book. But that's how I see it. I just see it like you flipping through chapters. It's all, you know what I see. I'm starting to see for you. I'm starting to see some of the work you've done, and or not even the work you done. Some of the things that you was really hoping some of the closest people to you would see, some of those things are going to come full circle to the point to where they can't deny it. Maybe you've already been getting confirmations where people starting to see things your way, maybe, or something like that. That just popped in my head to where it's just like the world, it's almost like the world gonna be catching up to the things that you said when you was 5. You know what I'm saying? Long story short. What's up, KZ? I see you be showing support. I see you be pulling up on the kid. Can you have a free reading? We just ran out of free readings. You got $1? Can I have $1? Don't yeah me. I'm cooking with gas. You lucky I ain't got no coffee. I might go warm some up for real. I'm just playing. We didn't run out of free readings yet. We got one coming out the oven right now. So tell me what's your flavor? Hmm. I'm gonna get off and take a break. Now I'm about to get off and record some videos because you know everywhere. So you never answered the question. You don't got to, but you never answered the question of where area in your life might you be feeling that hopeless card. You don't got to answer it out loud, but I just want you to pay attention to that because if that card popping up, then I want you to purposefully go within yourself and I want you to purposefully make okay with whatever that thing is. I want you to really use this justice card for real. Like for real, for real, for real, for real. I want you to really, really do it. Because a lot of people, they try to write off cards and say the cards, you just shuffle them and it's not divine messages in them. I don't believe that. Of course, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't believe it. If I believed that, right? So for this hopeless card to come up, I want you to go ahead and attack it like a knight. You know what I'm saying? Like a knight of swords or something. I want you to go all in. I want you to go 2 knuckles deep, right? With this sword of justice, the sword of truth. I want you to go all the way in. I want you to dive in like Trey Songz. I be saying stuff and the cars be confirming it. Well, that means it's time to go. That means green light go. Salsa verde. I'm tired, mommy. Ugh. I'm I didn't sleep last night, and then I woke up, and then I tried to sleep. I couldn't. I'm about to get some coffee. I'm about to go outside and beg for a cigarette, and then why? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe spirit got a message for me or something. I don't know. But I always say when you can't sleep, your soul is incomplete. Your soul, whenever you can't sleep, you unfulfilled. Your spirit is unfulfilled right now. That's what I always felt like. Only person who really fulfilled sleeps good, unless they just fried chicken. But that's another conversation. They still can be fulfilled, even though. But good rest, good sleep comes from people who know that they moving in the right direction, and they confirm it. So for me, if I'm up, that means I probably got some work to do. That means I probably been lacking on something. I ain't ignoring nobody. Ignoring means that I don't. That means that I see it and I don't respond on purpose. That's ignoring. Or if I see it, then I'll be like, I'll text them later, and then that's ignoring. I don't ignore people. Well, I'm working. I'm just working in multiple areas. That's all. I, do you know how to do the rain dance? Can you do a rain dance and send me some within like an hour or two? Can you do a rain dance for me? All right, Jizzle. I just want to tell you, I wanna thank you for making this live worth it. All right, I want you to know that. All right. So with that being said, I'm about to go ahead and slide on the body here, cause I don't wanna go to sleep, baby. But I gotta go right now. That's on the base. Hmm. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get on up out of here. So I got some stuff to do. And I ain't got a lot of time to do it. So with that being said, honor and a pleasure, right? I know that it normally is $40, right? That's funny. Ha ha ha. Well, anything else, put it back on the shelf because I ain't buying it. Peace. That $40 holla.